right, let's bring our friends back from The Musical, right?
That's it.
Yeah, okay. Christopher is here. He's the artistic director for the show. And then there's Michael and Crystal. You guys are in it, and you're both locals, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been watching a little bit of what you've been doing, and at what point are you like, this is ridiculous? Like, what I'm doing is a little ridiculous. Do you get to that point yet?
No, because I actually think that the material is really cleverly written.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very clever parody of the composer's work.
So explain to me how it works as an actor in your mind, because you're melding together these 5 different genres of musical theater. Like, how do you switch it in your brain?
Well, they're really 5 completely different characters, completely different stories, so it's almost like doing 5 different shows.
Right.
So you just, once the next show starts, you're in the mode of that show.
Right. And Michael, for you, what is it like to switch between all of these different genres?
It's very similar. It's just switching gears between. It's knowing the content and switching from one part to the next.
You're very animated. Every time I see you guys, you're very animated performing. Where does that come from?
Just Michael Parrott.
it's just you, huh?
Just me.
That's just how you roll.
Just how I am.
All right, and Christopher, let's talk one more time about the show and explain to people who are not like musical theater people what they will see when they come to this show in Oceanside.
Okay, you'll see, like they were saying, 5 different musicals. So you pay for one musical, but you get 5.
So it's really a bang for your buck.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And so it's the same story told 5 different ways.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's the classic, I can't pay the rent, you must pay the rent, I can't pay the rent, I'll pay the rent, the hero.
Me,
right?
that's me.
The
I'll
hero.
pay the rent, yeah.
Right.
And then it is told 5 different times. And the thing is, the styles are so different that it takes amazing artists to be able to do it.
Well, that's why I'm asking them how they're switching, and they're like, it's no
being
big
modest.
deal.
They're so modest. It's because they're professionals. I mean, they know what they're doing. But to us that are watching it, it is extraordinary.
Right.
I mean, because it is very difficult to switch styles of musicals in one night.
That's the whole point. And still be funny while doing it, right?
Absolutely.
Do you guys have a comedy background at all, or is this just part of the...
Definitely. I mean, I majored in musical theater in college, so obviously did a lot of musical comedy and a lot of, parodies and that kind of
melodrama?
thing. Yes, and I recently worked at the Great American Melodrama, which is a lot of parody.
Wait, and now you guys are working together on stage quite a bit, right?
Yes.
So how do you get the timing down? Because, I mean, comedy in musicals is all about, really timing. And how do you get the timing down?
Well, we had a lot of rehearsal that we were able to work things out and see how things worked. But it really came in as soon as performance comes in, because as soon as you have an audience, things change. You wait for laugh. There's all kinds of different things that come into it. Yeah, not necessarily turning it on.
Turn it on, man.
It's always on, but you find the real flow, the ebb and flow once you have the audience there.
All right. So one more time, and the KUSI discount.
Right.
One more time. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Oceanside Theater Company. You can go to the website, oceansidetheater.org, and if you type in KUSI in the promotional, you'll get a $15 ticket. Or you can buy them at the box office and mention KUSI, and you'll have a $15 ticket.
And the show today is at 2.
2 o'clock today, and then next week, Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m., and Sundays are closing at 2 p.m.
Okay, well...
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. It's very funny. I keep hearing people are coming by saying, I've seen the show. I've seen it. It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's brilliantly
Is it
funny.
fun for you guys to have that audience participation and laughing?
Absolutely a blast.
It really is.
All right, so what are you going to perform for us right now? What's the part of it?
I couldn't care less about you.
It's from the Rodgers and Hammerstein parody, the first part, yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead and take it away, guys.
I couldn't care less what folks will say.
I couldn't care less about you. I couldn't care less about you. I couldn't care less about you. And to show you how little I do, I'll wash my socks and comb my hair and rinse out my long underwear. I'll shave my legs and pierce my ears and buy some fancy new brassieres. I'll pluck my brows and my nose hairs too, 'cause I couldn't care less about you.
You trying to get me to marry you? Well, I won't. See? I don't love you, though people will say that I do. Oh, I love me too. If I did, which I don't, I would tell you so. But I don't, so I won't. Okay, now you know I don't